Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you'd like to see how I installed this unit and also created this very easy everyday makeup look, literally just keep on watching. So the unit I'm going to be wearing today is from MyFirstWig. This is my first unit from them, and it's basically a 20-inch unit, cap size 21.5 inch to 22 inch, and it's basically a medium brown color, and the cap construction is 6-inch deep part line lace front wig. The only thing I don't actually know is the density of this unit. I will say it's not that thick because I could curl this really easily. So it came with a few goodies and accessories. So I got some clips in the bag, some bands, some bobby pins, which I actually need, or is it grip clips, one of the other, and some instructions. Also this flyaway tamer, which I absolutely love. First things first, I'm just going to clean my scalp area with 91% alcohol, and then I'm going to apply my scalp protect. Once that's on, I'm just going to put on the wig just to see roughly where the lace ends so I can go in with my Got To Be spray. So whenever I'm basically installing my units, whether it be glue, whether it be gel or hairspray, I always like to start in the middle and just work my way around. So I'm just going to spray it gradually and then just spread that out so there's a nice even layer on my scalp. Once I'm happy with the application of the spray, I'm just going to grab my blow dryer and on cold, just basically press that down onto my scalp and making sure that the lace really melts into my skin. And I'm basically just going to repeat this step over and over again until I'm completely happy and satisfied and my wig is laid. Now that my wig is stuck on, I'm going to grab my heat protector and just spray that throughout my hair, and also grab my John Frieda Frizzy spray just to help straighten the hair. I'm going to grab my blow dry again, and this time on the hot setting, just comb it through, trying to get it as straight as I possibly can. The next step is to lay my baby hairs, and before I never really used to do baby hairs because I didn't really like them, but they've been kind of growing on me a bit, but I still don't like to do it too much. So I just like to get the littlest bits of hairs and just lay those down. I really recommend after laying down your baby hairs and gluing down your frontal that you do just tie it with a scarf so that it can lay further. And now I'm basically just going to run straighteners through my hair just to get it as smooth as possible, because I do want to create some nice waves. Okay, so now onto the face, and the first thing I'm going to grab is my primers from Huda Beauty. So that will be my matte perfection and my complexion perfection, and I'm just going to massage that into my skin. Next, I'm going to grab my Prep Set Glow Spray from Iconic London. I'm just going to spray that onto my skin just to create a nice dewy glow underneath. And also going to grab my Fenty Beauty Body Lover and place that on my face as well. I'm just going to buff all of that into my skin. Like, I honestly cannot express how much I love this step. Like, before anything else, foundation, anything, this is everything to me because it gives such a nice glow and finish to my skin. Like, I could literally leave the house like this. So one thing I've been doing recently is trying to stay away from foundation on a day-to-day. Less is more, and skincare is all about letting skin shine through. So I'm going to grab my Trestique Color and Contour Cheek Stick, and I'm just going to place that on my blemishes and just blend that in. So I did my eyebrows off camera because I feel like I've done my eyebrows so much on all my other tutorials. So just check out one of those. Super easy, but everyone knows how to do eyebrows, surely, by now. Next, I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Concealer in Hazelnut, which is 32G, and I'm just going to conceal my under eyes, my forehead, the middle of my nose, underneath my cheekbones, and also my chin. Taking my buffing brush from Real Techniques, I'm just going to blend all of that out, buff that into my skin. I tend to use a brush on a day-to-day as opposed to a blender because I feel like it just quickens up the process and makes everything just a lot easier, and then my hands don't get dirty from foundation. But yeah, I digress. To further brighten the center of my face, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Concealer again, but this time in Peanut Butter, and that is 24G. And I'm just going to place that underneath my eyes, down the center of my nose, and just above my Cupid's bow. Make sure I get a nice even blend. I'm just going to go over everything with my Real Techniques blender. Contour the sides of my nose. I'm going to take my Huda Beauty concealer again, but this time in brownie, and that is 36R. And I always just these days just like to start at the very top and work my way down. It just makes it a lot easier to contour your nose. But to contour the rest of my face, I'm going to use the concealer in Chocolate, and this is 38R, and also from Huda Beauty. And I'm just going to place that on my forehead, my cheekbones, and my jawline. Again, using the exact same brush, so my buffing brush from Real Techniques. This makes it really easy because I've done like 3-4 steps using the exact same brush. Like, it's epic. So now I'm basically just going to grab my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm just going to place that underneath my eyes, the sides of my nose, my eyelids, my chin, underneath my cheekbones, and my forehead. With my trusty highlight and perfect multi-purpose stick, I'm just going to place that on my eyelids, and then further go in with my NARS Orgasm blush on the eyelids, just to make them pop and give it a nice glow as well. Nothing too drastic for a day-to-day. To set my contour areas, I'm just going to go in with the Huda Beauty setting powder, and this is in Coffee Cake, and I'm just going to go on my cheekbones, my jawline, and my forehead, basically just everywhere I applied some contour but my nose. Recently, to contour my nose, I've just been using like a brown eyeshadow I have in one of my Huda Beauty palettes. It doesn't have to be a Huda Beauty palette you use, guys. Like, any brown eyeshadow is gonna work perfect, and I just really like the look this gives. So with that eyeshadow, I'm just gonna set my contour areas on my nose and also further define that contour. Just to blend in the whole look together, I'm going to grab my two-way cake powder from Black Up and just like blend everything on my face together. With the same highlighting stick, this is literally my favorite bit. If you guys watch my tutorials, you know how much I love this part. Just gonna give my nose a cute little dot, and also on the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow. I'm just gonna blend that out with my Sigma brush. So that's my soft highlighting Sigma brush. For blush, I use this every day. I've used this basically like every day for the last at least 4 years, and this is the exact same blush. I haven't had to buy this blush again. So it's my Film Noir from MAC, and I'm just going to define my contour on my cheekbones. So sometimes I like to use eyeliner and other days I don't, but today I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay eyeliner. because I do my eyebrows first, and after all the makeup steps, they can tend to like just fade away with underneath all the makeup, so I like to go over it again. So with my Benefit Gimme Brow, I'm just gonna brush some product onto them just to like bring them back to life basically. To highlight the high parts of my cheekbones, I'm just going to use my NARS blush in Orgasm. For mascara, I'm going to use my Volumizing mascara from Revlon, and it is in black, of course. So I basically applied my eyelashes off camera because it's way too much pressure for me to try and do it in one take. And the eyelashes I used are from Mamula Beauty. And to tie in the whole makeup look, I'm going to go back in with my Prep Set Glow Spray from Iconic London. For lip gloss, you guys know I'm always going to be a lip gloss girl to the day I die. It's lip gloss over everything else. And this has been my favourite recently, and it's basically from Benefit. It's called Punch Pop in the colour Sugar Cookie. And I basically just go over that again with just a clear, cheap lip gloss from a hair store. So my face is done. She's looking cute. It's time to style my hair. So I'm going to grab my Duval USA curling wand and just kind of like press down my parting, smoothing it all out just so I get a nice, smooth hairstyle. So like I mentioned earlier, the density of this unit isn't that thick. It's not very thick at all because I was able to curl my whole headpiece in just like 6 parts. So I don't really have to explain this part. I just curl away from my face and just leave it to hold in clips for a bit. I don't leave the clips in for long because I just want a nice, loose, effortless, wavy look. So I'm going to grab my flyaway tamer from MyFirstWig and just kind of like lay flat all those stubborn, annoying, prickly hairs because we don't want that. Have you guys noticed in Love and Hip Hop that people always have like the worst flyaways? Just typical old me now, just admiring it. I love this unit. It really does suit my complexion. So to all my dark skin sisters, not even just my dark skin sisters, brown skin, light skin, this is kind of like a universal unit. This is gonna look good on anyone. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I wanted to do a very simple, everyday sort of glowy look. I wouldn't say, not even glowy, just like a natural glam. So this has basically been my go-to on a day-to-day recently. When I wanted like, how do I explain this? It's been my go-to, but I may not do the whole highlighter on the eyes on a day-to-day, on a normal day. What I tend to do is if I'm like going out and I want to like do an extra beat, or I just want to touch up my makeup throughout the day, and I say I don't even have enough time to do like a proper eyeshadow look, I literally just always put highlighter on my eyes and it just works so well. And I've done that so many times on my Instagram as well. But this hair, I love the colour, let me say that straight away, and I love the waves that I've just given it. So the curling wand I used was from Duval USA. I'll leave a link in the description box, but I really was going for like a nice loose effortless sort of beach wave look. I don't want it to be too precise. The only negative thing I have to say about this hair would have to be like, it feels a bit coarse. I feel like I need to condition it, like deep condition it, and leave it in conditioner for a while, because I think when it was bleached and processed and colored and everything, it wasn't conditioned for as long as it could have been. So I need to put moisture back into the hair. That's my personal opinion, how I feel about it. I customized the unit. I'll leave the links in the description box of how I customize my units. So I did pre-pluck, I did pluck it, and I did bleach the knots and also tint the lace so that it can match my skin tone and my hairline and look natural. I also got some cute goodies which I showed you at the beginning. So the flyaway tamer, I have been using this literally like every day, because before I used to use hairspray, but the thing with hairspray is it's hairspray. It kind of like makes the top hard and shiny and things like that, but this works wonders. There is not one single flyaway right now, but I can see at the top here, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if any other brand do flyaway tamers, but this was the first I heard of from MyFirstWig. Also, they gave me like this wig knot healer that basically is to just quicken up the process, so you don't have to bleach your knots. You can just like spread this on. I guess it's supposed to be like a kind of concealer. Let's not even talk too much. I think the hair on the look is doing it itself. I think it looks fantastic, and this is definitely a unit that I will be wearing more often as well. I think I'm gonna wear this for like the next week. To install, I basically used the got2b spray, and that's because I was unsure about how long I wanted to have the unit on for. I didn't want to commit to glue, and one thing as well, it's winter now, so I can actually use like the hairspray and it not slide off with the heat and the oil and the sweat, so that's fantastic. And yeah, it was really easy to put on. As you guys can see, this is super achievable if you are a beginner, if you haven't actually been using wigs or frontal units. I definitely recommend starting with got2b hairspray. And that is it from me today, guys. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe. Don't forget to click on your bell thing so you get notifications every time I am uploading a video, so you can be the first to see me. Like, it's not that difficult. Just click on that and it's all gonna be good. I've got some great content coming on the way, and don't forget to share as well. But have a wonderful day, guys. Love you all, and thank you for coming and watching. Yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Have a great day. Bye. Like, is this me? And I did this. Oh yes.